It's my birthday, and for my birthday, I'm giving you a present. If you buy a 1-hour reading between now and May 9th, that's my birthday, I'll give you a free 30-minute follow-up until May 9th. So order one today at soulmart.me.
Soul Garden.
Hello my Aquarians, and welcome back to Soul Horoscopes Weekly Edition. I'm your host to the universe, Christopher Witecki. And if you haven't discovered us already, come on down to the brightest place on the internet, soulgarden.me. It's for bright souls doing remarkable things. In fact, one of our bright souls is Zen. She writes for us. She just got back seeing John of God. Talk about Aqua's out finding the innovative pieces of the universe. Well, if you want to have the up and up from the people who do it best, come hang out in the garden. Now, the Aquas are developing a self-nurturing nest, an energetic nest, if you will. I call it the potting soil of your soul garden. This nest is where you rest. It's your home. It's your family. But even more importantly, it's how well you manage your emotions. And in my experience, Aquariuses do not usually manage their emotions very well. You always want to escape and think yourself out of it. But part of being human is dealing with that emotional field. Now, up until now with the Sun in Taurus, you've been hopefully clearing items in your life or parts of your life that are in the way of your own self-nurturing. Perhaps behavior, the way you treat yourself, perhaps what you tolerate at home, etc. As we begin on Monday, you're going to hold space and heal. Hold space meaning for the first half of the day, you just want to keep the past from creeping in. That's what it is. It's really holding a zero in front of you, as I like to say in boot camp, and keeping that zero between you and the universe. As the day progresses, Chiron will begin to rule the day, which means you will want to heal a situation of your home family or your self-nurturing. Now, it's quite likely that this will play out with a relationship because the moon will be in Leo on Monday, and your emotions will be focused on balance, order, and how you relate to others. So it could be specifically from a relationship that you do this self-nurturing, or bouncing off of a relationship that encourages you to do the self-nurturing on Monday. Also notice the soul pyramid is in effect for most of the week. It will take a break and then come back online. But what it means is, as you increase your own self-nurturing, you must move forward with new boundaries. In other words, this is out of your comfort zone probably to comfort yourself or to put your comfort first. So there's new boundaries that have to be employed in order to pull this off. And when that happens, at the top of the pyramid there, Pluto says a new faith is born in you. So this whole week it is take better care of yourself, change your boundaries, have greater faith in yourself as the week progresses. On Tuesday, we are going to expand. So in the morning, it's still a healing day. You want to heal your home, you want to heal your situation, you want to just, restore yourself back to order. As the day progresses, Jupiter will rule the day, which is going to be a very powerful day, which means now let's run. Let's expand with this new foundation. Let's expand with this idea. Let's research a new place to live. Let's research new roommates. Let's research a new way to take care of yourself when you're having an anxiety problem. Right? Let's do the research. That's what Jupiter says. And of course that pushes the trine around. The moon is moving into Virgo. So on Tuesday you do get a little vulnerable. Emotions become sensitive to where those boundaries are. Emotions become sensitive to where you have to jump into other comfort zones. And at one point the moon will cross Mars, which will be a spike in aggression. If you're watched over by GA, I'll be texting you before that happens so you can be prepared. Then on Wednesday, some breakdown. Uranus, your home planet, rules the day. So this is breakdown that will lead to breakthrough, but first we must break down what is in the way. If you've ignored this transit all the way up until this point, this could be a horrible breakdown in the sense of your health or getting kicked out or evicted or something. So if you've ignored the problem, that's not a good thing. Also, I bring up these two oppositions that are in play all week long, but I think on Wednesday probably play the hardest in our lives. On the one hand, we have this opposition between Mercury and Saturn. So on the one hand, your mind wants to go one way, your beliefs are another, so you're constantly in negotiation with yourself about what you believe and what your mind supports, right? And is your mind supporting what you believe? So keeping your beliefs in order. And remember, Saturn is retrograde, so you don't know it all. And then, of course, this opposition between your intuition and Mars itself, which is you wanting to retain the value that you deserve, you not wanting to screw up what you make or your soul capital or your foundation of security, and trying to feel secure as you push forward with these new boundaries. So this is literally being on a of teeter-totter for you in the sense of wanting to keep everything solid, but also having to change rules, having to change boundaries, having to step into different comfort zones. Now, if you're watched over by the Guardian Agency, I'm going to send out some extra personal text on Wednesday that go back to your natal chart and help encourage you on what it takes to move forward with those boundaries, right? Stepping forward with Mars for those watched over by GA. On Thursday, things are a bit cloudy, but they're also in the same sense a bit more clear. Mercury rules the day, so whatever the breakdown was just the day before, Thursday is the day where clarity comes. You understand maybe what it's going to take a little better now for you to self-nurture yourself, or what it's going to take for you to get to the situation that you want with self-nurturing yourself. You're still vulnerable, but the moon does move into Libra as the day progresses, and when the moon moves into Libra, that means that you're going to get more philosophical, less vulnerable. So depending on where you are in the world, I'll text you guys in GA at the moment that you should be less vulnerable. But the moon in Libra does kind of make it all airy again. The heavy emotions go away. Aquas get to not feel like you like to, right? Hey, don't forget, if you need any help, down in the mothership, we do have office hours on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you need a little help breaking through on Thursday, that's at 11 a.m. Pacific all the way to 7 p.m. London, live on a webcam for you on the mothership. We have a quick little break, but when I come back, your Happy Friday dance and a full moon weekend after this. Why can't you find love? How long have you really been single? Really? Having trouble finding that special soulmate? I can solve this one. Secrets of Birthdays, now live for purchase. Your love trouble? Over. All that and more at secretsofbirthdays.com. Welcome back, Aquarius. And now this brings to the favorite part of the show for me. It's Friday. Thank goddess it's Friday. And it's going to be a good Friday. I think this weekend is like the first weekend you're probably really feeling the spring vibration, feeling the summer around the corner. I mean, as far as that classic feeling, because the planets are certainly saying the same. On the one hand, the only real speed bump on Friday is the moon crossing over Saturn, which is going to ask you to get a little bit more responsible about what you believe. With the moon in Libra, you're processing whether or not all this work with home foundation, etc., is in accordance with your beliefs and your life purpose. Is this what I believe? Is this my life purpose? And Aquarius take beliefs very, very seriously, all right, because you are the innovators, you are the revolutionaries of the planet. So you're going to have to reconcile with your own emotions about that it is what you thought it would be, or it isn't, or perhaps, you know, Saturn is retrograde. You may not be completely clear on your beliefs, and you won't be completely clear on your beliefs until October. So be willing to change them. That's part of what is going on. But Venus rules today, so really Friday is a day of restoring balance and order, and that for you means at home or with your own self-nurturing. Then on Saturday we have a full moon in Scorpio, which is going to heat up your state of awareness about control big time. You're going to become incredibly emotional about control in the full moon. I'm not going out with any of you Aquas this weekend. I'm sorry. Y'all are controlling enough as far as I'm concerned. But that said, with the full moon, for you, it is a battle within yourself between having control and being in charge of your legacy, and on the other hand, feeling weighed down perhaps by your home family situation. And boy, will you be weighed down. See, Jupiter is starting to weigh this down. Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, if you don't know. 2,000 Earths would fit inside of it. But the point is for you, energetically, really maybe having to make some changes. Your emotions about control and wanting to be in control may be what it takes for you to move your astro out of the situation and do what it takes, or release from control here. Perhaps you're being too controlling in the home, which means you don't have over control in your life. It's always a delicate balance. By the way, that full moon hits its apex at 11:35 p.m. Pacific time. We won't GA text you that time. All right. Then on Sunday, it's a real sliding in the home base. In the morning, we still have Neptune ruling. This full moon is a Neptune-guided full moon, so the universe and God consciousness is really giving us extra credit or giving us extra know-how. We're more psychic in the full moon than we normally are, so I'm glad God is weighing in. But on Sunday, it really is about coming to a decision and a commitment to yourself. Committing to yourself what you're going to do when it comes to self-nurturing, and we're going to start giving it a try in Chapter 3, trying to actually manifest that. Emotions are still rather intense when it comes to a full moon and in control career issues. By control, you might be playing this out in career. You might have blamed your career for not having the resources for home and family, but you know what? You still can take care of yourself with a washcloth if you have to, right? So that really isn't a justification, but career might be it. And the soul pyramid does break for a few days. Mercury is going to catch up and then reunite these 3 planets, but before it does, we have a few minutes break, if you will, in the astro time. Still, your boundaries are connected to your inner faith and will remain connected to your inner faith, but you're not changing everything for a few days all at the same time like we have in the last 2 weeks. So we're going to get a little bit of a quiet period. Thank goddess for that. All right, Aqua, that wraps up my 7-day forecast, but I intend to be back in 7 more. Until then, live, love, be.